So when you talk about Alex Stein, I think I went there because I was so horny that I'm going to try to sleep with the congresswoman. And trust me, you're my favorite big booty Latina, and you're very sexy. Back to my point. Did you just randomly say you're going to sexualize her? False. No, I had this planned up before because I go and I talk to politicians to their face. I got no interaction whatsoever. That's because Madam, lady of the breakfast tacos. Here in Texas, we often eat them for Thanksgiving. So to call somebody a tamale is a huge compliment. It's even better than a breakfast taco. So if we have politicians that call Mexicans tacos, then I thought, why don't I amp it up? A hot tamale, because that's even better. So those would be like the NPCs. And let me tell you something. Why did her fiance not say, hey, buddy? Probably because he's a cuckold. And I can tell with this debate, we have an expert in cuckoldry. Just because I said a sexual term to a politician doesn't mean that I was necessarily trying to sexually harass her. Where you're wearing a tight white dress, and she's definitely wearing a thong under that dress. There was no panty line. I was very close, and trust me, I was looking, using my unorthodox techniques. You are mentally ill, okay? So my point being that we are in. I'm going to sexualize him because I know that I'm anti-establishment. So I said to my coworker, oh, you got a big booty Latina. Yes, that is sexual harassment. You don't understand my methods. They're a little chaotic. They're unorthodox, but you can't see my vision. So everybody can be a Monday morning quarterback. And on top of that, she is a big booty Latina.
Yeah, do you think it's possible to make people uncomfortable without sexually harassing them?
No, it's impossible.
Okay, cool. Would throwing bricks at politicians be okay? Because that might provoke a response.
I didn't hit somebody with a brick.
I never said you did. Do you know what a comparison means when you compare two things?
Yeah, I know.
Can you only compare two things that are the exact same, Alex?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Obviously not.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. I'm trying to. We're getting through first grade. I'm trying to get you up to sixth grade so we can actually get the argument.
Oh
okay?
yeah, right.
So through first grade, when we compare things, we're comparing two different things because they're not the same. That you yourself admit
False.
that you yourself
Maybe
admit. Am I going to get to finish after this
rant?
rant? Am I going to get to finish after this? So you have to tell me, why is it acceptable to harass female politicians sexually?
False.
And both of them would be wrong things to do to somebody. Do we agree with that?
Well, no, because she
So
called,
sexual assault is okay sometimes?
Yes, it is, because she said that we need to make politicians uncomfortable. That's how smart you are, Destiny. You
think that if I punch somebody and if I shoot somebody, those are both bad things?
I didn't do either. I didn't
like a 75 IQ. Like you actually can't follow like a simple question, right?
Okay, I have a question. Do you think?
Wait, no. I need to make sure that you understand. I need to make sure that you understand this. I need to make sure that you understand this.
Letting other guys come on your
Alex,
girlfriend,
I need to make sure you understand this. Alex, do you even have a girlfriend?
I understand.
Sexually harassing somebody and throwing a brick at somebody are both bad, right?
Not really. Do you think it's bad when people sexually harass your girlfriend?
If somebody were to sexually harass her, yeah.
Well, I mean, when they send her like a DM like, hey, I want to fuck, and then she fucks him, is that sexual harassment?
Not if she consents to it. No, that's how that works. That's the difference between harassment.
Well, how do you know that?
Didn't
AOC consent at first when she first came over and peace signed me?
No.
Why didn't her?
So you think that AOC wanted you to sexually harass her?
I think she liked it, yes, because she came and she gave the peace sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls like sex.
I didn't ask if a lot of girls like sex. There's no videos of my girlfriend talking about people being sexually harassed.
She talks about sexual stuff.
Is there a difference between talking about sexual stuff and sexual harassment? What's that guy?
You're like in
Alex,
Europe
is there
or
a
something?
difference between somebody non-consensually sexually harassing you in public is somehow the same as you having a conversation about sex publicly? It's not at all the same thing.
I think you're a sexual degenerate because you let guys come on your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's not. What you do is actually more sexually degenerate because you're engaging in non-consensual sexual harassment. 100%. I don't think sexually harassing women is an acceptable way to protest. But if you think that sexual harassment is fine, that's fine. That's cool.
But Destiny, you understand what I was doing was activism and
talking about another woman's sexual parts. Yeah, when she doesn't consent to it in public is pretty bad. That's called sexual harassment, Alex. Welcome to the adult world.
No,
but you know this because you admitted you couldn't do it. If it was sexual harassment,
then why didn't I go to jail? Fake outrage. You really don't care that I catcalled her.
Do I sound outraged right now? I'm not outraged at all.
A little bit. A little bit.
You're the one that's like screaming like a soy queen throughout this entire conversation. You go on Google and you type in Destiny open relationship and you sit there and pour through videos of my wife talking about her sexual exploits.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch.
At least you're honest about it.
Interesting, because I would have never thought I'd ever know a cuckold that's a proud cuckold.
And I never thought I'd talk to an adult human male that's telling me it's okay to sexually harass women in public.
Yeah, I think being a cuckold is much worse. I think being a cuckold
engaging in non-consensual sexual activity publicly.
I imagine kissing Melina's
She doesn't have to sexually harass people though to get views online.
That's much better.
Talking about sex in your entertainment area is less bad than sexually harassing people. Yeah, that's correct.
Well, I mean, you and I are just gonna have to disagree.
You're gonna have to disagree on that.
Yeah, I don't like politicians. I guess you suck politicians. But liking a politician is like thinking a stripper likes you.
No one here. Did anybody here talk about liking
dudes,
politicians?
So yeah.
That's part of being an adult. It's part of being a grown-up. Is treating people with respect, even if you don't like
them.
them.
Do you think abortion is bad?
We're not talking about abortion right now. Man up and throw a brick.
See, that's how dumb you are.
I think AOC is the worst type of person in the world. She literally murders babies. Oh, but I'm too...
You're the one that lets guys jizz on your girlfriend. When you burn a building, do you think people get affected by it? Yes or no?
People get affected by everything you do.
Yeah, so burning down a building would affect people.
Yeah, everything you do affects people.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you actually think burning...
Is it worse to kick a car or a person in the face? What if it's a really expensive car?
That's what you sound like right now.
You encourage Antifa to burn down that building.
Yeah, so and you encourage men to go out and sexually harass politicians. I think that would affect a lot of people too.
Yeah, politicians that want to murder babies. Yeah, that want to murder babies and destabilize our country.
Yeah, you're so brave against them wanting to murder babies that you're willing to sexually harass them but not actually throw a brick. Why not, Alex?
Because I'm not an insane person. Because I don't encourage people to actually cause physical damage to people's lives. I think
encouraging people to go out and sexually harass women is pretty
I understand nuance, which you don't understand nuance. That's the difference, Destiny. You don't understand nuance. You know, some of the politicians I support, I would hope that you wouldn't sexually harass them. But the politicians that I don't like and that I think are destabilizing the middle class, go ahead, sexually harass them all. I hope you would do it some more.
Jesus. I thought we were going to argue whether or not it was sexual harassment. I didn't know we were going to defend sexual harassment. I wasn't even ready for this level of degeneracy. Holy shit.
No, I know. You keep on saying degenerate.
That's the first time I said degenerate. You're the one that's obsessed.
I'm sure her green card, she doesn't have any motivation to be with you while she's here in America.
Just gone through hours of her videos. You're going to the gym with her podcast in the background?
Not hours. You don't have to. You just type in
no, why? You come in like 2 minutes? Is that?
And I bang chicks, believe it or not. Yes. And guess what? The chicks that I bang, I don't let them go. I don't date them because I don't date e-thoughts like you. So you're
well, it sounds like right now you don't date anybody because you're more fascinated with my wife than getting one of your own. So, but hey,
wait, can you please send me a super chat so I can have some money so I can afford dinner?
This guy,
maybe I should just let somebody bang me like your girlfriend does so I can afford dinner. Let me spread my legs.
Look at this guy, no pants on.
Dinner, honey.
Oh,
let's go get some dinner. I just let a guy jizz on me.
Oh my! I think
because I'm pretty confident that you have to say no in order for it to be harassment. So that's all I had to say. Thank you.
Yeah, that's absolutely not true.
Was there a way for him to kind of sexualize her and it'd still be okay?
No, any unwanted comments of a sexual nature about somebody is probably sexual harassment. It's probably not okay. There's no reason to go there.
Oh, really? Oh, you're the moral authority, huh? Is that what you are? Are you the moral authority, Destiny?
I don't think I go out sexually harassing women for views. So yeah, I would say
you pimp out your girlfriend.
I'm not pimping her out. She earns her own money.
Look how you talk about that with joy. You sound like a literal evil pimp.
Like
I'm 2 feet taller than you, Destiny. How tall are you, though, Destiny?
Tall enough that I don't have to sit here and Google images of any girl you've dated and talk about coming on them for 5 minutes. Why don't I go contact her?
It's relevant.
It's not relevant at all. Because nothing that we do has anything to do with sexually harassing people in public.
Well, then why do you put it all on the internet?
I don't put anything on the internet. That's her life. That's her choice. That's not my shit.
Okay.
Probably not go to sexually harass people, yeah.
All right, that's fair. All right, let's
Does Melina have an OnlyFans?
I don't know. Go search for it.
All right, go
ahead. Yes? Shoot her a DM on Instagram and go find one.
Hey, how about this? Do you think selling naked pictures of your butthole is less sexually degenerate than saying a big booty Latina?
I don't believe in sexual degeneracy, but if like non-consensual sexual activities to me are pretty degenerate, you know, that's how I view it. But hey, listen, we're pretty crazy over here in my world. We are pretty anti-sexual harassment.
That's disgusting. That's gross.
I agree. Sexual harassment's fucked up, 100%.
No, well, you can call me an attention whore. I don't care. Maybe I am. I agree to that.
Well, I guess we're all whores one way or another then, huh? What's up? What's the next question?
Yeah, but I don't spread my butthole on the internet for $5.
Close enough.
No, it's not the same. It's not.
I think politicians being sexually harassed is okay. The right thing to do. It's the moral thing, and it should be something that people are encouraged to do.
So I think that protesting outside a place of work is okay. So if you want to go to like City Hall or you want to go to like the Capitol building, you want to protest.
I was outside of her work.
I think it's okay. Not sexually harass them, you degenerate fuck. That's disgusting. About like going and finding politicians in real life and harassing them. That seems a little bit not good to me. I don't think it sets a good precedent.
Stormy Daniels on the Late Show talking about different mushrooms and the one that looked the most like Trump's penis. Was that sexual harassment of Donald Trump?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty weird. Probably sexual harassment, yeah.
By your metric, then they would essentially be themselves liable for sexual harassment against the president.
Yeah, do you expect me to disagree with that?
No, I'm just checking in. Okay, so cool.
Hey, but hey, I have to ask this question though. Destiny, do you think it's sexualization of a children to do drag queen story time?
I don't think you're prepared to have that conversation. I don't really want to go into it.
Once Alex explained to him that words are not violence, what do you say?
Nobody's saying words are violence. Sexual harassment doesn't necessarily have to be violence. It can still be sexual harassment, though.
Destiny himself has fantasized about AOC. Well, who hasn't, to be honest? But
can I ask this question? What's worse, porn or sexual harassment, Destiny?
The sexual harassment
is worse than porn?
Yeah, I would say that.
Politics inherently is theatrical.
You can be theatrical without sexually harassing somebody. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. Like, there's a ton of ways you can be theatrical, but it doesn't have to be in the form of sexual harassment. It just seems kind of strange when you're sitting here like obsessing over like, should kids go to drag queen story hour, blah blah blah. But then the example you're setting for people is you want to get people's attention, you need to objectify and sexually harass women. That's just a really weird.
Yeah, because they're sexualizing children, so I'm going to.
So you're going to sexualize them? How does that even make sense? Yeah, they're doing something wrong, so I'm going to do something wrong too.
Let me just explain myself. Talk about sexualizing her. It's very similar to prayers for Ukraine. It was a calculated act that I thought of before doing it in order to jam it in her face because she sexualizes children.
That. Yes, you chose intentionally to sexually harass her. We've heard you say this a million times, so we got it.
Destiny's a degenerate fake ally to women.
Pros.
So let's say he had like a Rick and Morty portal where his woman wasn't passed around by a bunch of black people and, used. Or would you rather have the same version of her, but as a virgin and ready to marry and settle down?
I would never marry and settle down with a virgin my entire life.
I thought you're Muslim. Are you not Muslim?
Why would you think I'm Muslim?
No, just you have Muslim vibes, I thought. Here's jihadi vibes. Here's jihadi vibes, that facial hair.
Thanks.
All right. Did you see what AOC was wearing?
I did see what AOC was wearing, yeah. It was a dress.
Shoot. A mini skirt, though, a mini dress. In high school, that would have been illegal in my school. Your dress had to be below the knees.
Don't you think that's wrong for her to dress that way to work, especially as a politician?
I don't think so. No.
You are.
I don't think so.
I thought you're Muslim, Destiny. Don't you want her to wear a burqa?
All right, let's take another caller.
Okay, Ralph, I got like one more of these left to me, okay?
Qualitatively different. It's qualitative different.
You understand that the point of a comparison is to take two different things and compare a similar quality, right?
The comparison that you set up is so absurd.
Can you explain why they're absurd?
Because physical assault.
Hold on, no, I want the quasi philosophy bro in here to tell me why it was an absurd comparison.
No, I'm not philosophy bro. I'm saying that's qualitatively.
Do you think two things have to be the same to compare them, or do you think you can compare two different things?
Yeah, but they're at such opposite ends of the spectrum. They really don't deserve to be compared.
We're not talking. It's a color.
Yeah, they're opposite ends of the spectrum. It doesn't make sense. It's weak.
Destiny, this is
I try my best. I can't do like second grade. Like, what's the difference between a simile and an allegory? What's a metaphor? What's it like? I can't.
This will be clipped. This will be clipped forever on the internet.
I tried my best. I really did try my best.
Now you got cucked on the kill stream, is what they'll say.
There's like a general trend in society of like, especially with all the red pill shit and everything online, with like treating women like shit everywhere. It's frustrating that these same types will cry and complain that every girl is turning into like an OnlyFans girl, et cetera, et cetera. But then you're looking at like, especially conservative men, because you'd expect progressives like me to be degenerate. But when conservative men are putting those kinds of vibes into the universe, yeah, I'd expect every girl to be an OnlyFans girl. But like,
wait, did you just admit that you're a sexual degenerate? Did you just admit that you're a sexual degenerate?
That's the only thing you took from it. But that's the issue why I think this particular topic is a little bit irritating.
I'm going after politicians. You've never talked to a politician in your life.
I literally just did an event where I interviewed Tulsi Gabbard for like 30 minutes. Like, that's great that you think that talking to a politician is standing outside the Capitol sexually harassing them. That's cool if you think that. That's great. That's awesome.
I thought you were on my side, Destiny, but no, you're not, dude. You're a hypocrite.
All right, now.
Okay. All right, I got one more.
Well, what would Alex say if someone did what he did to MAGA pogs like Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Well, I'm actually friends with MTG. I would hope that you wouldn't sexually harass them, but the politicians that I don't like and that I think are destabilizing the middle class, go ahead, sexually harass them all. I hope you would do it some more.
Jesus.
I would consider a friend of mine, and she says she gets called much worse. She gets called the C word, the B word. And in Washington, D.C., it's a liberal-leaning city. So there's restaurants, so it happens to her all the time. She knows how to handle it like a real professional, and it happens to her all the time. Unlike AOC, that LARPs like it happens to her all the time, and the one time it does, she has to make the biggest stink about it possible.
Am I good, Ralph? Am I free?
You're good. I appreciate you.
Cooked on the kill stream, Destiny. I hope I still like you, Destiny. Go.
Did you say? Were you okay with Marjorie Green Taylor or being harassed, or Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Well, she gets harassed and she handles it a lot better.
Do you think it's okay for people to harass her? Just sexually harass her?
I think it's okay for people to, if they want to make her uncomfortable, that's their right.
If they want to go out and sexually harass her, do you think that's okay?
If that's their form of protesting, yeah, they're allowed to do that. Yeah.
No, do you think it's okay?
As long as it's not a crime. As long as I think it's okay. As long as they don't
gotcha.
physically hurt her. Because sticks and stones may break my bones.
Gotcha.
With those black dicks in Milana's vagina, you get to sniff them after.
Have fun, buddy.
I hope you enjoy it. Go give her a kiss for me tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like 80% knowing that was going to be a fucking waste of time. I think I emailed Ralph and I was like, I think it's going to be a big meme debate. I think I would do kill stream stuff if I know that it's like a more serious person, like Richard Spencer, somebody I'd probably do. But not this guy. This is dumb. But I'd already agreed to this, so but I shouldn't have. Fuck me. That's one of the worst comments you ever had. Yeah, but the guy is like a professional like troll memer, so I should have just avoided it. All right, Ripper and a cappuccino, pappuccino, hoppuccino, moppuccino, deppuccino, cappuccino, appuccino, my duderers. I will catch you guys next stream tomorrow morning. Peace out. It was wise because you're not married yet? Alex, wait, how old are you?